Reposition Yourself is a transformational book that teaches readers how to respond wisely to unavoidable changes in life. Bishop T.D. Jakes argues that change is not the enemy, resistance to change is. Life will shift seasons, systems, relationships, careers, and expectations. And only those who know how to reposition themselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and strategically will thrive. The book blends biblical wisdom, leadership insight, personal development principles, and real-life illustrations to show how God often uses disruption to move people into higher purpose. Central message: you cannot control change, but you can control how you respond to it. Repositioning is about adapting without losing identity, evolving without compromising values, moving forward even when circumstances shift unexpectedly. Major themes and core lessons. 1. Change is inevitable and necessary. Life operates in seasons. Just as nature changes, so do people, opportunities, and assignments. Jakes explains that refusing to change leads to stagnation. Change often precedes growth. God may shift your environment to stretch your capacity. Key insight: what worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. 2. Disruption is often divine. Many life changes feel painful: job loss, relocation, broken relationships, unmet expectations. However, Jakes emphasizes that God frequently uses discomfort to provoke development. Crisis can be a catalyst for destiny. Delay or displacement may be preparation, not punishment. Biblical pattern: Joseph, David, Moses, and Esther were all repositioned before promotion. 3. Repositioning requires a renewed mind. Before your life changes, your thinking must change. The author stresses, you cannot move forward with outdated mindsets. New seasons require new perspectives. Fear, nostalgia, and comfort zones are mental prisons. Key question: are you emotionally attached to where God has finished? 4. Letting go is a spiritual discipline. One of the hardest aspects of repositioning is release. Releasing old roles, releasing expired relationships, releasing former identities. Jakes teaches that what you refuse to release may block what God wants to give you. Grief is natural, but dwelling in it is optional. God never removes without intending to replace. 5. Timing matters as much as talent. Being gifted is not enough. Success also depends on recognizing when a season has ended, moving when God says move, avoiding premature or delayed action. Powerful truth: staying too long can be as dangerous as leaving too early. 6. Adaptation is a survival skill. The book highlights adaptability as a core life skill. Winners adjust strategies without losing purpose. Leaders evolve methods while maintaining vision. Flexible people outlast rigid systems. Jakes notes that many people fail not because they lack ability, but because they lack adaptability. 7. Faith must be active during transition. Repositioning seasons often feel uncertain. Jakes encourages trusting God when clarity is incomplete, obeying God even when outcomes are unclear, walking by faith, not familiarity. Faith is not passive waiting, it is courageous movement amid uncertainty. 8. Your identity is not your position. A major emotional barrier to change is identity loss. Jakes clarifies, who you are is not defined by where you work, who you know, or what you used to do. Positions change, purpose does not. Titles expire, calling remains. This truth empowers readers to move forward without fear of losing self-worth. 9. New levels require new relationships. Repositioning often involves relational shifts. Some people cannot follow you into new seasons. Loyalty to old connections should not override obedience to God. God may introduce new mentors, peers, and environments. Hard truth: everyone who started with you is not assigned to finish with you. 10. Repositioning precedes elevation. The book ends with hope and expectancy. God repositions before he rewards. Hidden seasons often prepare public success. Obedience during transition unlocks future favor. What feels like loss may actually be alignment. Practical applications. The book challenges readers to evaluate areas of life resisting change. Pray for discernment, not comfort. Upgrade skills, mindset, and habits. Embrace lifelong growth and learning. Respond to change proactively, not reactively. Key quotes: themes. You cannot keep doing the same thing and expect a different outcome. Repositioning is not regression, it is preparation. God will move you out of comfort to move you into calling. Final takeaway: Reposition Yourself teaches that change is not a setback but a setup. When God shifts your position, he is often expanding your potential. The key is not to cling to the familiar but to move with faith, wisdom, and flexibility into what God is doing next. For more insightful and faith-lifting audiobooks, Do well to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching and listening to us today.